Hold on before you...
Too late. We're live.
Okay, we're live. I just want to point out this, we're dealing with a little bit of a bowed window here. You can see we have a good sized gap in here, then the framing gets tight, then a gap at the bottom. So the window kind of bellies in. We're doing an inside mount on hanging strips. We've got 3 separate sets of shutters going in one large opening. What I've done, as you can see, is I've already pre-set my screws inside the hanging strip, and I've attached the hanging strip to the shutter. And I've left some points out. I've run them through a little far, just so when I get them into position I can go ahead and press it in there and it will hold it while I'm screwing into place.
That's just brilliant, Jeff. Brilliant.
Why, thank you. Typically, most shutters come with the hinges a little further down that you can actually get them, but you can see that we're dealing with a heavy or a very deep recess within the opening, so we have to put the, basically assemble the hinges, attach everything before, but typically you just attach the mounting strip inside the opening, then you hang the shutter on it, but this one's just a little bit different. So we're putting that in the opening, and because we know the middle is all the way towards the back, so I'm going to go ahead and set that one first. That will let me free up my other hands, and I'll go ahead and do the bottom next. And all we're doing is if you can kind of zoom in on this, what we're trying to do is line up the the 2 mounting strips. This is kind of a light block for the other panel, and these, this is a hinge side, so we would want to make sure that that is flush and together before we go ahead and run the screw. Alright, and then in just a moment here, we're going to go and do the top. Again, making sure that it's lined up properly, and once it is, you can kind of squeeze it together, and that holds it in place because the screw head is sticking out somewhat. Go ahead and run that into place like there. So right now, this shutter is being supported by the light stop on the other panel. And what we'll do in just a minute is we're just going to run some screws through this post, or this hanging strip, into the frame here, so the hanging strip doesn't rock back and forth. It's just going to secure it up. But
good to go.